Welcome to the Davis Fieldhouse on the campus of Bob Jones University. We're set to go for another edition of Bruins basketball. South Region matchup here this afternoon as the Bruins welcome Southeastern Baptist College out of Laurel, Mississippi. These two teams familiar with one another, but not a huge history between the two. Just the third time these two teams have met each other, and actually most of the previous times it was at a region tournament that these two teams played against each other. And, of course, everybody remembers the last time these two teams met up. It was in the quarterfinals of the regional tournament last year where the Chargers upset the Bruins as the number 6 seed, beating the Bruins, who were the 3 seed, en route to winning the South Region Championship, and actually Southeastern representing the South at the Division II National Tournament last year. Bruins coming off a big win last night over Johnson University of Florida. They won 81-77 in that matchup, led by as many as 12 with 2 minutes left to go in the game. But the Suns came roaring back, and when I say roaring back, they went on an 8-0 run within a matter of about 30 seconds, hit 2 threes, and had a steal and lay in on a press breaker. And Bruins had to make some key shots down the stretch, and they're going to be relying on Eli Couples again in this contest. He had 25 last night, was one of 4 Bruins in double figures. And actually, I was talking to some of the coaching staff last night. Eli was just so on last night, and a lot of people don't realize he didn't play a majority of the second half because he got his 4th foul pretty early, had to sit probably about 12 or 13 minutes of that second half. And so you got to think if he would have been in, he probably would have been very, very close to breaking that single-game scoring record set several years ago by Marshall Riddle. I know Marshall tunes in a lot at these games, so Marshall, if you're watching, that record's still intact, my friend. But it was in danger last night. Bruins hoping to round out the weekend with a win as Couples takes the 3 from the top of the key. Good offensive rebound by Hayes Brush. Swinging the ball around. Henry Blair takes the 3 from the outside. Got the rattle in the roll as Bruins hit back-to-back baskets and now have a 5-0 lead early on here in this contest. Southeastern coming in a little bit of a struggle, but talking to Coach Yu last night in the post-game press conference, and he told me this Chargers team is a team that is always dangerous whenever you play against them. They actually beat Toccoa Falls earlier this week, and Toccoa Falls among the top in the nation in Division II. But both of these teams, you're probably going to see fatigue play a factor late in the game for both of these teams. Of course, the Chargers had off last night while the Bruins played last night, but multiple games in a span of days is always tough to be at 100% completely. Stephon Hughley, he had a double-double for the Bruins last night, ended with 15 and 10. And he starts with his first points of the contest right there. Coming back the other way is the Chargers. Kick pass back out to Grover. Now inside to Peoples. And that's coming back the other way. And we're going to have a blocking call. And Couples able to hit the shot. And that foul is going to be on Singletary. At the top of the key. Gets it to Singletary. Now down low to Woodall, who is working on Couples. Good defensive effort. That time, Bruins pull down the rebound. They've got a 10-2 advantage here in the early stages. Try to go on the give and go there, down to Dickerson in the corner. Mark Dickerson had 7 points last night, but talking to the coaching staff after the game, he said 7 felt like 57. Mark was all over the floor last night, diving for loose balls, taking charges. Came up with a big 3 late for the Bruins. And again, those are oftentimes some of those things, not stats that you necessarily record on paper, but Mark was very instrumental in the win last night. Bruins trailing 10-4 here in the early goings. And it's going to be Bruins basketball as Singletary not able to keep it in play. Dickerson. And that's going to count. And Mark Dickerson did this last night as well. And I told you on the broadcast last night, it was something that you don't see very often. Dickerson got the ball on the baseline, threw a pump fake. The defender jumped up, and Mark Dickerson actually pivoted and went right through the defender's legs and tried to lay up a layup, and it didn't go, but it was something you don't see very often. That very nearly was the same occurrence that time, but Dickerson getting into the scoring column as well. Back come the Bruins. They have been very good in the rebounding side. Another key to the win last night was their ability to dominate the glass, particularly in the second half. Hughley doing a great job that time. Dickerson, three-point shot away. Not good. Coming back the other way. And Woodall is going to score. That's going to be on Mark Dickerson. That's his first team first as well. Blair kicks it back over to Dickerson. Hayes Brush driving baseline, tripped. And pulling it away is Glenn Grover as he comes back the other way for the Chargers. Woodall, hook shot on the way, soft touch, and just like that, the Chargers have battled this one back to a single possession game, 12-9. Bruins had jumped out to a 10-2 lead. Here in the first 5 minutes of action from the Davis Fieldhouse. Johnny Gammon bringing you the call here as the Bruins hoping to wrap up the weekend with a win. They're 2-1 in South Region play. As Henry Blair knocks down the three, extending that lead back up to 6. Rebound goes to Singletary. That soft touch not going to go. And Hughley again with the rebound. And Stephon Hughley racing up the floor. Not able to convert, but good sequence that time, as I think had Hughley been able to corral that pass initially, he went ahead a fast break layup. This is Holmes. Back to Woodall. Inside to Grover, and Grover will bury the mid-range jumper. It's 15-11 now. Just over 14 minutes remaining in the first half. Couples back to Blair. He'll take the three from the outside again. Back-to-back trays for Henry Blair. And he puts the Bruins up 7, 18-11 now in this first half. That one went off of the Chargers last, so to say Bruins basketball. A couple of subs coming in for BJU. Trevor Brunson and Kenny Garrick coming in. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's Jacoby York coming in. And again, so often, these role players, you look at a stat sheet and you don't think, hey, man, this guy played a big impact. But even last night, you look at guys like Kenny Garrick, who came in with a big-time bucket late and also a couple of key rebounds late. He's one of those players that just is, when I say freakishly athletic, the kid has got wingspan, he's got vertical, and he is able to just contribute to the team in his own special way. A lot of times, especially at the college basketball level, a lot of people think I've got to score 20 to 25 to 30 points to be effective for a team. And I tell you what, if you embrace your role as a basketball player, whether that's defensively, rebounding, ball handling, dribbling, all these other intangibles that aren't necessarily going to show up on a stat sheet, you're going to find your way on a lot of rosters, because that support staff is often just as important as the main guy who's scoring or the main two guys that are scoring. Woodall has it on the far side, kicks it back out to Grover. Swing pass across now to Peoples. Peoples back to Holmes now. Starts driving on Brunson through the lane. Reverse layup, no good. Blair pulls down the rebound. And back come the Bruins the other way. Blair through the lane, up off the glass. And a great job by Henry Blair to go through the lane. Henry Blair has scored 8 points by himself in the last sequence. And as a result, he gives the Bruins their first double-digit lead of the contest. 21-11 is our score as we go into a timeout. Hey, Bruins fans, Bruins sports camps are live for summer 2022, and you can register today. Train with Bruins players and coaches and learn the skills to help you improve your game. Information is available right now at bjubruins.com/camps. Back underway here from the Davis Fieldhouse, 13:06 remaining in this first half. Johnny Gammett bringing you the action here as the Bruins have jumped out to the early lead. It was 10-2 early on. Chargers came roaring back, and now the Bruins have built a double-digit advantage once again behind Henry Blair. Back-to-back three-pointers, and he just drove through the lane for another two. But the Bruins also playing well defensively here in the early goings. Woodall working on Garrick, turnaround shot, and Woodall has a majority of the points for the Chargers. I believe that's 6 for him so far in this game. Brunson back to Couples. Over to Henry Blair. Blair has that one blocked. Chargers coming back the other way. This is Grover with it. Now to the near side for York. Inside of Woodall once again. Woodall working on Garrick. Great defensive effort. And we're going to have a foul called, actually. I'm not sure I agree with that one. Garrick had great positioning. If anything, I thought it was very dangerously close to being a travel. But it is going to be the first one on Kenny Garrick's second team foul here in this first half. Bruins, again, from a defensive perspective, have done a great job of playing good defense, hard-nosed defense, but also smart defense and not racking up the fouls. They got into some foul trouble last night. Kicks it back. Brunson, top of the key. He'll take the three. And Trevor Brunson knocking it down from the top of the arc. Grover, they're trying to find Woodall down in the post. That three-point shot from the outside, a great box out by Brunson that time as Hayes secures the rebound. Rush back up top to Eli Couples. Swing pass over to Henry Blair to Brunson in the corner. Brunson back to Hayes Brush. Little hesitation. Backdoor to Kenny Garrick, and he'll finish the play. Back up to an 11-point lead, 26-15 as we near the halfway point of this first half. Woodall has it at the top of the key. Hands it off to Grover. Now back over to Peoples. And that's going to go off of the Chargers' last, so another turnover. And that's going to bring us to the media timeout. Bruins up 26-15 with 10:56 left to go in this first half. With Southern roots and a Southwest flavor, Barbaritos is founded on freshness. Barbaritos has 3 locations close to BJU, and each provides great food at an affordable price. Download the Barbaritos app today to start earning points. Barbaritos, food, community, people. FCI Agency is an insurance broker that provides auto, home, life, and business insurance. You have enough choices to make, so make one that always gets you the best rate. Check them out online, fcisc.com. Pretty good crowd out for this Friday afternoon matchup. Most people here in Greenville, South Carolina, preparing for what a lot of the meteorologists have termed snowpocalypse coming up. We don't get snow very often down here, but in the weather forecast, a good bit of snow, sleet, and perhaps even ice throughout the evening and into tomorrow. So if you're around most grocery stores in Greenville, South Carolina today, very, very picked over because oftentimes people rush out to get those groceries and other things. Thankfully, though, in the forecast, looks to be some snow tomorrow, but then Monday looking to be a little bit higher temperatures to hopefully get some relief from the snow and ice. But we'll see. Bruins are able to get it past half court as Brunson has it top of the key. He's working on Woodall. Back to Garrick. Couples, little hesitation, tries to split the defense, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Woodall.
That foul is on number 45, Chanston Woodall. That's his first personal.
That's his first, team foul number 5. And as we've said time and time again this season, if there's one guy on the Bruins roster you don't want going to the line, it's Eli Couples. Throughout this season, he is averaging about 91 to 92%, depending on the game, for the season in free throws. He's just very methodical, and he's one of those guys that's going to hit it more often than not. And he pushes the lead out to 13 now, biggest lead of the game so far for the Bruins, as we are close to the midway point of the first half. This is Naylor up top for the Chargers, who checked in at the last time out. Trying to go down low. And a good job on Dickerson trying to make the steal, but instead he's going to be called for the foul. And that's the second on Mark Dickerson in this first half. I don't think there's any real danger yet for Mark, but several times in the defensive sequence, he has found himself having to guard those post players down low. And Dickerson had made the steal initially, but then taken right back by Carson. And he was able to find the Charger player on the back door for the easy layup, 28-17. Mark Dickerson finds Stephon Hughley. Hughley back across to Brush. Brunson from the corner will take the three. No good. And Hayes Brush almost put that one back. You heard a collective from the audience because, man, had he ripped that one down, I tell you what, even though there's not as big of a crowd as last night, they would have been all on their feet for that one. Bruins did get the follow-up bucket, so it's 30-17 with 9.5 to go here in this first half. Bruins in the midst of a 4-game homestand. Of course, game last night, game today. They'll also be home next Friday, and then we'll round out the 4-game home trip with a game against Toccoa Falls on the 25th. That's going to be a blocking foul.
That foul is on number 20, Ryan Showers. It's his first personal 16 foul. Some of the Bruins entering the game, number 23, Henry Blair, replacing number 32, Trevor Brunson.
Blair. And Blair is going to be fouled down low.
That foul is on number 14, Jacoby York. That's his second personal, 7th team foul.
York is now called for the foul, his second, team 7th. So the Bruins in the bonus the remainder of the first half here. And it'll send Blair to the line.
Set for the Bruins. Now entering the game, number 1, Joe Powell, replacing number 24, Mark Dickerson.
Make it 15 as the Bruins up 32-17 here in this first half with about 9 minutes to go. It's Naylor up top. Back to Shows, who just checked in. And then this one going off of York and out of play. So it'll be Bruins basketball. And we're going to have a timeout by the Chargers. And we'll take one as well. Upstate Granite Solutions is a proud partner of your BJU Bruins. They have over 100 years of industry experience, and they tailor their services to help with each individual project you may have. Check them out online at upstategranitesolutions.com. Joe Powell has recently checked in as well for the Bruins. And he brings the ball up, hands the ball off to Blair. Powell drives baseline. Back up to Couples. Couples back to Blair. He'll take the three from the outside. Too strong. And skying for the rebound was Carson that time. Getting this one ahead to Naylor. Floater up on the way, no good. Bruins have numbers coming back the other way. A 3-on-2. Powell back to Blair. And we're going to have a travel call on Blair. Looks like he took an extra step before that ball hit the floor. And they're going to call him on that, so another turnover for the Bruins. Ball goes back to the Chargers. Shows. Putting this one back inside to Carson. And Couples going to slow things up here. Drops it off to Hayes Brush. Brush shot. Awkward angle. Tough angle. And he's not able to convert. So we've been scoreless for about a minute and a half here for both of these teams. Open opportunities, but just not able to send them home. Bruins still have a comfortable 15-point lead, 32-17 for now. As we're down to about 7.5 to go in this first half. 3-point shot from the outside, too strong. And Stephon Hughley going to intercept that pass, and Bruins will take back over. Powell. Over to Couples in the corner. Back to Hughley. Couples through the lane, up off the glass, and we're going to have an offensive foul. I think that's what we like to call in the profession, maybe a makeup call from earlier in the game. A questionable call on the block earlier that was called a block. At that time, Couples going through the lane, and it looked as though the defender kind of leaned to the side to absorb the contact, and Couples called for his first foul, team foul, number 4 still for the Bruins. Shows going through the lane, and Blair going to be called for the reach-in foul.
That foul is on number 23, Henry Blair.
That's just the first on Henry Blair. 15 foul for the Bruins here in the first half. Shows takes the 3 from the outside, and first 3 in a while for the Chargers. Lead cuts back down to 12, 32-20. Time continues to run, 6.5 to go in this first half. Blair through the lane, back outside to Couples. All kinds of space, and Stephon Hughley trying to make that offensive putback, and unfortunately it doesn't go. Back come the Chargers. Shows trying to get Iron to strike twice, and no go that time. Powell secures the rebound. Coming back the other way. Couples trailing again, gives it one more to Henry Blair. Actually, I thought Couples had a better angle that time. Bruins miss another open opportunity from beyond the arc. Hughley working on Carson, and Carson is going to be fouled by Hughley going to the rack. Hughley picking up his first, team foul number 6. And that'll take us to our next media timeout. Cambria Hotel of Greenville is the official hotel of your BJU Bruins. They're located just off Woodruff Road. Cambria is a brand new hotel offering great amenities. You can book your next stay online at choicehotels.com. .545 remaining in this first half. Johnny Gamer bringing you the call as Southeastern coming to town for a South Region matchup. Bruins coming into this one at 2-1 in conference play. Both victories over Johnson University of Florida, and they fell earlier this week in a matchup down in Jacksonville to Trinity Baptist College. And I tell you, the South Region this year is about as even as I have seen it in recent years. You have a whole bunch of teams beating each other and then losing to another team who beat the other team.
So for the Chargers, now in the lead, number 12, Brandon Singletary, replacing number 34, Omarion Carson.
Joe Powell, the hesitation, now back to Hughley up top. Stephon Hughley driving through the lane, and we're going to have a foul called here on Brandon Singletary. And that is going to be The second on Brandon Singletary.
Bruins are in the bonus. Set for the Chargers now entering the game. Number 45, Chanston Woodall.
Woodall coming back into the game as well. So Hughley will miss the first of the 1-1. Back come the Chargers. This is Hamilton looking at his options. They're trying to find Woodall down low. Hamilton finally gets it to Woodall. Double team. Good defense that time by Hughley on the help. Sibley coming back the other way, gets it ahead to Couples. Now back inside to Hughley, back outside to Dickerson. Dickerson triple teamed there, back across to Blair. Back out to Dickerson, three-point shot away, no good. Under 5 minutes to go here in the opening half. Back to Naylor. Hamilton inside to Woodall. And a great job by Mark Dickerson once again defensively. There's definitely a size mismatch there, but don't tell Dickerson that, as he has done a great job of withstanding that. Quincy Sibley back across, up off the glass, no good. The Bruins wasting an opportunity of 3-on-1 underneath the basket, and unfortunately not coming away with points. And it's going to be Bruins basketball again.
Sub for the Bruins entering the game. Number 11, Andrew Aarons. And number 4, Hayes Brush.
Andrew Aarons coming in for the first time tonight. And Hayes Brush re-entering as well. It'll be Couples on the inbound. Couples will take the three. Too strong. Gets his own rebound. Drops it back to Henry Blair. He'll take a three-point shot. And Couples picking up the assist. And Blair with another three. His third three of the first half. Couples had 19 points in the first half last night. And Henry Blair, I believe, with 13 so far in this opening half. And we're going to have an offensive foul on Brandon Singletary, and that's Singletary's third already in this first half. He and Dickerson were kind of tying up with each other, and Singletary bumped Dickerson off enough that the referee called the off-the-ball foul. Bruins have a 14-point lead, and Singletary now having to sit with 3 fouls in this first half. Inside to Andrew Aarons, and Aarons going to be called for the travel. Ball goes back to the Chargers. As I said, Bruins hoping to finish out this weekend with a win. The next game coming up on Friday night against Pensacola. That's Blair again. Knocking it down. How about 4 threes in the first half for Henry Blair? Lead back up to 15. It's been the largest it has gotten for the Bruins at 15. Carson inside, no good. And again, the Bruins doing a good job not allowing offensive rebounds and crashing the glass. Back to Dickerson. Little hesitation through the lane, up off the glass. And Dickerson knocks it down, make it a 17-point lead. Timeout, Chargers.
With southern roots and a southwest flavor, Barbaritos is founded on freshness. Barbaritos has 3 locations close to Bob Jones, and each location provides great food at an affordable price. Download the Barbaritos app to earn points. Barbaritos, food, community, people.
2:53 left to go in this first half. Bruins with a 17-point advantage, 40-23, as they look to move to 3-1 in the South. Back up top to Larry Holmes, who just came back into the game for the Chargers. Back over to Landon Shows. Marion Carson now back to Holmes. He was trying to pass it inside to Carson. Little miscommunication there. Back come the Bruins as they look to extend their lead. Dickerson back up top to Couples. Swing pass over to Blair. Blair, and that's going to be a reach-in call on Shows. Bruins have the double bonus for the remaining 2:19 of the half. That's the second foul on Shows. Blair able to hit the first.
Set for the Bruins entering the game, number 1, Joe Powell, replacing number 24, Mark Dickerson.
Blair hits both. Back to the other side. This is Grover back up to Holmes. Holmes through the lane. And a 3-on-1. Brush coming back the other way, and he was tipped at the last second. Brush was looking for the foul, but Andrew Aaron's there to clean up the trash and get the point for the Bruins. Lead up to 21 now. And a great job by Andrew Aaron's doing it on both ends here as he gets the basket and the tipped pass here. Several subs getting ready to come in for the Chargers.
Replacing number 35, Larry Holmes Jr., and number 20, Landon Shows.
Back up top to Peoples now. Chargers looking to get something going. Bruins hoping to carry this momentum into halftime. Back up top to Grover, now near side of York. Inside of Woodall. Looking at his options, actually looking for isolation as well. Gets the jumper right at the free throw line, not going to go. Back come the Bruins, minute 13 and counting here in this first half. Finds Joe Powell in the corner. Swing pass to Sibley on this near side, now to Hayes Brush in the post. Brush working baseline, tries to go reverse layup, no good, gets his own offensive rebound. Brush hanging, no good. Sibley, and we're going to have, I believe, just a strip there as the Bruins will keep possession on the baseline.
Set for the Bruins, number 50, Camden Gearhart, replacing number 11, Andrew Aaron.
Camden Gearhart entering the game for the Bruins. Powell swing pass to Sibley. Under a minute to go. Inside to Brush. No good. Gearhart can't secure the rebound. Back come the Chargers the other way. Probably looking at one more possession for each team here before the end of the half. Peoples through the lane. And that's going to be a foul on Gearhart that time, and that'll send Peoples to the line.
That foul is on number 50, Camden Gearhart. That's his first.
Gearhart's first. 17th foul on the Bruins.
Peoples at the line, shooting two.
In and out, no good. Gearhart gets the rebound. Shot clock is off. And Couples will slow things down here. Bruins likely looking for the last shot. Couples Through the lane, mid-range jumper on the way. Got the roll. And that's a great shot to end the first half. Chargers coming back the other way. Up off the glass. What a shot by Peoples. And that'll be the end of the first half. Peoples making the bucket right at the buzzer. But the Bruins with a 20-point advantage going into halftime, picking up where they left off in the win last night. And how about the play of Henry Blair? 4 3-pointers in that first half. Instrumental in giving the Bruins a 20-point advantage. It's halftime here at the Davis Fieldhouse. We'll be back for second half action. Stay with us. Second half action about to get underway as the Bruins have a 20-point advantage going into the second frame. Johnny Gambit breaking into the action here. Bruins welcoming Southeastern Baptist College out of Mississippi today. Another South Region matchup, and Hayes Brush picking up where they left off at the end of the first half. Makes it a 23-point advantage. Brush going to be called for the foul on the other end, excuse me. That's Holmes from the outside. He takes the three, no good. Blair skies for the rebound. How about the first half for Henry Blair? If you're just joining us, he hit 4 threes in the first half. Bruins ball movement was just impeccable that first half. Hughley back to Brush. He'll take the corner three once again, this time not hitting anything. Back come the Chargers the other way. This is Grover pushing the tempo. Blocked by Blair, but they're going to call him for the foul.
That foul is on number 23, Henry Blair. That's his second personal, second team foul. Glenn Grover Jr. on the line, shooting 2.
Grover's first one is good. And the second one will drop as well. Bruins had jumped out to an early 10-2 lead to begin the game, and the Chargers came roaring back to make it a single possession game, and then the Bruins just went on a tear at the mid to end of that first half before taking a 20-point advantage, and they have just picked up where they have left off. And the Bruins again, interception by Brush. He comes back the other way, no good. Dickerson now chasing it down, back to Couples, top of the key three, no good. It is Hughley who pulls down the offensive rebound, and then is going to be fouled at the rim. And the Chargers, I just am not sure. They just don't have that spark that they had that first half. And with the series of threes that the Bruins have been able to knock down, a 20-point lead is stretched to a 24-point, make it 25-point lead now after Hughley hits the free throw. And Coach White is doing an absolute line change for Southeastern. 5 players going out, 5 players coming in. As Hughley knocks down both, make it a 26-point lead, biggest of the game for the Bruins so far. We are just underway here in the second half. Shows. Hands this one off to Naylor. Carson. Back to Naylor, top of the key. He'll take the long three-point shot. Just kind of had to throw something up there as the shot clock was getting eerily close to getting all the way down. And we are just over 2 minutes into the second half. Chargers have yet to score. Well, they got the 2 points. As Eli Couples has it back to Hayes Brush. Little hesitation through the lane, up off the glass, no good. Show's coming back the other way. Good job that time by Jacoby York, using the body to create some space and finishing the play. Couples, a little hesitation, back to Dickerson in the corner. Swing pass over to Henry Blair. Blair through the lane, up off the glass, no good. Hughley with a tip in. York near side to Naylor here. Back to Hamilton. Carson back to Naylor. To Shows. He'll take the three from the outside, and Landon Shows knocking down his second three for the Chargers. Bruins still have a 23-point advantage, but still all kinds of time here in this contest. Dickerson driving through the lane, back across to Couples in the corner. And Hayes Brush, sensing the opportunity, jumps up, grabs it, and puts it right back in. Back to a 25-point game, and another line change upcoming for the Chargers. Couples keeps his dribble alive, and going to be a reach and call on Naylor. First foul on Naylor, second team foul. And down to Blair. Hayes Brush. Trying to go back across. It's going to stay Chargers possession. And it's going to go back to the Bruins. I was going to say, that definitely did not touch anybody. So it'll go back to the Bruins, and the Chargers have come out with a press here. Up to Hughley, and Hughley goes back to Blair, who finishes the play. Bruins have started to blow this thing out of the water. 27-point lead now, as we are just about 5 minutes into the second half. Back to Holmes inside a... And actually going to call a travel on Woodall. Woodall had been the offensive presence for the Chargers in the early goings of the first half. It's called for the travel that time. Chargers come right back on the press. Dickerson handing this one off to Garrick. Bruins breaking the press effectively as they try to get up into their offense. Back to Couples, attacking the rim. Up off the glass, no good. Garrick going to chase it down. Good job on the offensive glass. Garrick now pulls it out, back to Hughley. Hughley, a little hesitation going through the lane. Loses possession, loses twice. Blair finally gets it back. Going to have to take the jump shot. It does hit the rim, but a rebound to the Chargers and Woodall. 14.5 to go in this one. Bruins closed the first half strong and have picked up the second half strong. As Blair gives it back to Hughley, back outside to Garrick. Garrick through the lane, gets pickpocketed. Back come the Chargers. This is Peoples taking on Dickerson, and it's going to stay Chargers possession. Andrew Aarons coming in for BJU, replacing Stephon Hughley. We're going to have a foul inside, I believe, on Aarons. Actually, Kenny Garrick going to be called for the foul, his second. Grover makes the second free throw. And again, the Chargers go right back into the press. Aarons, cross-court pass to Blair. Blair comes right back, tries for the layup, and that one doesn't go. Chargers coming back the other way. Drops this one off to Grover. Scoop pass on the way, no good. Grover gets his own tip. And now the Chargers come with a steal. on the press and have another opportunity here. This is York. Back over to Grover. And we're going to have a foul on Dickerson off the ball.
That foul is on number 24, Mark Dickerson. That's his third personal, fourth team foul.
Grover has it inside to Peoples. Blocked by Ahrens, but they're going to get Ahrens on the body, it looks like.
That foul is on number 11, Andrew Ahrens. That's his first personal, fifth team foul. Keenan Peoples at the line, shooting two.
That basket is good from Peoples. Bruins still leading by 23 in this game. 13 and a half to go. Chargers have gotten some baskets, but the Bruins have, so far this second half, been able to pretty much answer basket for basket. Blair. Ahrens trying to come back, and it's Andrew Ahrens that's going to go to the line after being fouled.
That foul is on number 35, Larry Holmes Jr. That's his second personal, third team foul. Andrew Ahrens at the line.
Larry Holmes, the guilty party on the foul. And that is his second team foul, number 3 here in the second half. Ahrens misses the first. And Coach Yu going to call a timeout, actually right in between free throws here, and we'll take one as well. With nationwide capabilities, Ronald Blue Trust provides wealth management strategies and trust services based on biblical principles to help clients make wise financial decisions, live generously, and leave a lasting legacy. You can find out more, ronblues.com/Greenville. Ahrens able to make the second. Back to a 23-point game, 61-38. Holmes driving on Dickerson. Nice move there, and he gets the bucket. Close as it's been for a while at 21. Ahrens trying to send this one ahead. Another steal by the Chargers before the Bruins take it right back. Dickerson bringing the ball ahead. And it's going to be a reach on Holmes. It's the third on Holmes. Fourth team foul. Powell, Hughley, and Brush coming back in. Dickerson, Ahrens, and Garrick out. So we got 12:36 remaining in this one. Bruins have a sizable lead and hope to extend it here in this second half. Back across to Eli Couples. Back to Blair. Blair, the leading scorer for the Bruins so far in this one. Brush. And we're going to have a 3-second violation on the Bruins. That was on Stephon Hughley. Minutes to go. Grover getting it back out to Peoples. I did not see what the call was on that particular play. But it looked like it appeared to be some kind of travel. So the Bruins will take back over. Red Elm Landscaping is one company that handles all of your property needs, from landscape and outdoor living to home care. Red Elm provides quality service that keep you covered year-round. Give them a call today at 864-365-6565 or online at redelm.com. Under 12 minutes to go in this one. Bruins 2-1 in conference play, looking to make it 3-1. Looking great condition to be able to do that. Hayes Brush will be in on the inbound, and Chargers again in that zone press. Blair able to get it across half court. Gets it to Couples in the corner. Three-point shot away, and Eli Couples knocks it down. Back to a 24-point game. Bruins have had that two-pronged scoring attack of Couples and Blair ever since Devin Dean went down with injury. That shot on the way is no good. Bruins will take back over.
Number 15, Sicario Hamilton, placing number 24, Keenan Peoples.
Couples, nice pick and roll move there. Hayes Brush on the offensive rebound, and I believe we're going to have a foul called here on Jared Naylor. That's his second, team foul number 5 for the Chargers. Hayes Brush will go to the line for 2 with 11:08 to go. Get a reminder, Bruins in the midst of a 4-game homestand. They've played 2. Got 2 more coming up next Friday night. The Pensacola game, it's Alumni Appreciation Night. Make your plans to join us. Free admission. Yes, you heard that right. Free admission for the remainder of the season. Bring the family. Always a great environment when the Eagles come to town. It's a doubleheader, women's game at 5, and the men's game to follow at 7 next week. And the Bruins will round out that 4-game homestand on Tuesday, January 25th, and they welcome Toccoa Falls College right here to the Fieldhouse. Blair brings it past half court, gets it to Eli Couples. Back to Couples. He'll take the 3 and knocks it down. From the top of the key, that's a couple threes back-to-back for Eli Couples. And the lead back up to 27 once again. I think we had a shot clock issue here. Ten minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the second half. Bruins in control right now. But still with 10 minutes to play, you don't want to say it's over because you can score a lot of points quickly, but as things continue to progress, the Bruins not taking off the gas and keeping the pressure on. Couples, he'll try another 3. This one too strong as Woodall skies for the rebound. Pushing it in transition. This is York taking the mid-range jumper and got it to go. Couples getting it ahead. Bruins running the floor well. Stephon Hughley. And it is going to be a foul as Hughley going up.
That foul is on number 4, Glenn Grover Jr. That's his second personal.
Glenn Grover called with the foul. Second foul for Grover, 6th team foul. This one is on the floor. Powell will take the inbound, finds Couples. Baseline floater on the way, and Eli Couples, just like he did last night, in and around the rim, that floating touch has just been so soft the last couple of games, and it's been very effective for Eli Couples, scoring outside and inside. Woodall trying to find Grover, and no touch, so this one's going to go out of bounds, but would have been backcourt violation anyways had Grover touched it. So the Bruins ball once again on the baseline as Bruins up 71-44 here in the second half. Couples, turnaround shot no good. Hughley pulls down the rebound. Soft touch goes right back up and gets the bucket. Biggest lead of the game so far for the Bruins, 29 points. And a 73-44 advantage with 9 minutes to go. Woodall is fouled on the way to the rack. That's going to be on Stephon Hughley, his second, team 6th. Second free throw is good, so the Bruins will take back over. Lead at 27. Blair from the outside, and he adds another 3 to his repertoire. That's 5 on the day for Henry Blair. Probably not close to the record here, as Marshall Riddle hit 9 one time here in the Davis Fieldhouse, but Blair with 5 already in this game, and what an effort he has put forth here, as it's a 28-point advantage. It had been up to 30. Couples able to hit it again, and we're back up to a 30-point game, 78-48. Woodall going through the lane. Not able to score that time. He was trying to hammer that one home. It'll stay Chargers ball as we near the 7.5-minute mark. Three from the outside from Shows as he's able to knock it down. Landon Shows having a quiet, good game for the Chargers. He's, I believe, now in double figures. Powell ahead to Blair. Back across to Garrick, and his body angle a little bit awkward there underneath the hoop. Shows coming back the other way. That's Naylor with it. Now back to York, back to Shows. 7 minutes to go. Bruins coming back the other way, pushing in transition. Joe Powell is fouled by Woodall going to the lane. And that'll send Joe Powell to the line.
That foul is on number 45, Jansen Woodall. That's his third personal. Bruins are in the bonus. Timeout, Bruins.
Bruins going to take a timeout here. We'll take one as well. Bruins sports camps are live for the summer 2022. Train with players and coaches and learn from our coaches the skills to help you improve your game. Information available right now for summer camps, bjubruins.com/camp. Under 7 minutes to go here in the Davis Fieldhouse. Bruins really pouring it on. They've got a 27-point advantage. And really this run began in the late stages of the first half when the Bruins were able to build that double-digit lead. And again, Henry Blair hitting 4 threes in the first half. But credit the Bruins as well. They came out in the second half, and sometimes when you've got a 20-point lead, you can be a little bit sluggish, you can be a little bit tentative or a little overconfident. And the Bruins came out, knocked down a 3 in their first possession, and just went right back to work, very quickly building that sizable lead and then matching Southeastern basically point for point in this second half. And as a result, they have maintained their big lead. It's down to 26 as Woodall is able to battle inside and get the bucket. And completes the three-point play. Back to a 25-point game, 79-54. Sibley has it on that far side. Back to Couples up top. Got to think in the next minute or two we might start to see some other players maybe getting some playing time here. Garrick going through the lane. He's blocked from behind by York. Back come the Chargers the other way. Woodall shows in the corner. Back to Woodall. Chanston Woodall has been posting up a majority of the game for the Chargers. Now he's getting down into that post position once again. And again, he has really been option A and B for the Chargers in their offense. You see him effective right there once again, scoring inside. Lead back down to 23. Sibley back outside to Couple. Swing pass over to Joe Powell. Henry Blair trying for his 6-3. And not going to get it that time. And it'll go back to the Chargers. And that'll take us to immediate timeout. Upstate Granite Solutions is a proud partner of your BJU Bruins. They have over 100 years of industry experience, and they tailor each of their services to help with your individual projects. Check them out online at upstategranitesolutions.com. Upstate Granite, rock solid service. 5:19 remaining here in the Davis Fieldhouse as the Bruins looking to record back-to-back South Region wins. They've got a 79-56 lead right now over Southeastern Baptist. Again, these two teams met in last year's regional tournament with the Bruins getting upset in the quarterfinal. Southeastern actually going on to win the South Region Championship in overtime over Toccoa Falls, and actually just beat Toccoa Falls earlier this week. And as I said earlier in the broadcast, I really think the South Region this year is about as even as it's been in several years. Bruins, should they hold on for the win today, it's looking more and more likely that they will do so. They'll move to 3-1 in region play, with their lone loss coming to Trinity Baptist earlier this week. But a performance the Bruins hope they never have to replicate, shooting just, I believe, 14% from three-point range and right at 30% as a team offensively in the game. And just very uncharacteristic turnovers and different things. And talking to the coaching staff after that game, and they just said, for us to have played as bad as we did and only lose by 3 shows the talent level that we have. But anytime you lose a close game like that, you go back to, hey, what could we have done differently? And definitely a laundry list of things to choose from in that particular game. So Bruins up 21 here with 4:45 remaining. And this one all but over, but Bruins going to have to work on draining some clock with each one of these possessions as well. Poked away. Back come the Chargers in transition. Layup up and good by Hamilton. And that's going to be a timeout for the Chargers as they have cut it back down to under 20 for the first time since halftime, or before halftime. Coach Yu, no doubt, going to talk things over as well with his crew. .433 remaining. Bruins will get the inbound. And we're going to have a reaching foul on this near side here. And that's going to send Dickerson to the line for the 1-and-1. Dickerson hits the first, pushing it back up to a 20-point game. Carson back to Shows inside. Good give and go there, and it is a and-one opportunity here for the Chargers. Landon Shows putting on a show here in the second half for the Chargers, as he's in double digits in scoring for Southeastern. Has the opportunity to cut it to a 17-point game. Yeah, we still have 4 minutes remaining. It would be very unlikely in terms of a monumental collapse for the Bruins and a monumental rally for Southeastern, but still a lot of time left in this game. as Mark Dickerson called for the travel. Naylor has the ball up top. Back across to Shows. Back to Carson, and he will finger roll that one in close. Back to a 15-point game now, close as it has been since before halftime. Bruins led by as many as 30 points in this second half. And Henry Blair coming back into the game. Bruins are going to need to start hitting some shots offensively. And that's going to send Eli Couples to the line. And again, Couples, one of those guys you have a lot of confidence in when he gets to the charity stripe, shooting 92% from the free throw line this year. Fourth foul now on Shows. Couples hits the first. And again, a good possession that time for the Bruins as they were able to drain a good bit of time off the clock as well. And Couples hits both. Back come the Chargers. That's going to be a foul on Hayes Brush, his second. Both teams in the double bonus, the remaining 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Couples able to get it past. Brush finds Hughley at the top of the key, under 3 minutes to go now. Bruins clearly trying to drain some clock here as well. Dickerson back to Henry Blair. Blair through the lane, blocked from behind by Carson. Back outside to Brush. He'll take the three from the outside, hits the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Hamilton. Pushing it ahead to Shows. Naylor has the top of the key, and I just don't understand the lack of urgency that Southeastern has right now. You're down 16. Obviously, it would be a pretty colossal comeback, but you'd think they would be pushing the tempo and trying to score quicker. Back up top to Henry Blair. Back across to Eli Couples. He takes the mid-range jumper. Got it to go. And a timeout from Coach U and the Bruins. Under 2 minutes to go. Bruins have pushed it back out to an 18-point advantage. 84-66 is our score. Chick-fil-A of Taylor's is a proud partner of your BJU Bruins. They're located just a few miles from Bob Jones on Wade Hampton Boulevard. You can download the Chick-fil-A app and check out Chick-fil-A of Taylor's on Wade Hampton. Back underway, 1 minute 53 seconds remaining. Bruins with an 18-point lead. Looking to win back-to-back games last night and tonight. And move to 7-9 on the year. And this one off the hands and out of play. Blair coming back the other way and going up strong. Henry Blair going right at Amarian Carson and absorbing the contact and getting the N1 opportunity. Actually, Carson, I believe, has a bloody nose as a result of that contact. Take a slight pause for this injury timeout here. One minute 36 seconds remaining in this one. Again, the Bruins finishing up their games this week. Team will be back home on Friday against Pensacola for their next home matchup. I am actually not sure of the delay here. It looks like the player has, okay, we got some blood on the floor actually, and so making sure that that gets cleaned up before play will resume here. We're going to get back underway shortly. So Henry Blair finishing the N1 opportunity. Pushes it back to a 21-point lead for the Bruins. Minute and a half to go. Brush picking up another foul here. That is his third. As I said, both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way out. Brush. Bruins just burning the clock here. Down on the baseline. Hughley now with it. 3 seconds on the shot clock and just throwing this one away. It will be a shot clock violation, but really from a possession standpoint, it's more of a win for the Bruins as they are able to drain a whole 30 seconds off the clock. About a 10-second differential between the shot and game clock. Hughley battling for the offensive rebound. Back to Hayes Brush, and Brush finishing the play. Back to a 20-point game, 89-69. The Chargers jump shot from the outside is no good. Hayes Brush will pull down the rebound, and as soon as the Bruins get it past half court, likely that will do it. Bruins turning it on at the end of the first half. And our halftime lead will be the halftime or the full-time lead at the end of the game as the Bruins dominating, winning this one in convincing fashion. Your final score here from the Davis Fieldhouse, Bruins 89 and the Southeastern Chargers 69. Bruins just doing a great job in the latter part of that first half. They led by as many as 30 in the second half. Southeastern, you got to give them credit. They came roaring back to try to battle it back, got it all the way back down to, I believe, 16. But then the Bruins able to push it out at the end and win by a final score again, 89-69. Want to remind you, we'll catch up with Coach U at the end of this one, get his post-game press conference thoughts on this win. Bruins winning back-to-back South Region matchups. Next game coming up next Friday against Pensacola. We'll see you at that time. That'll do it for us on the broadcast. I'm Johnny Gammett saying goodnight, God bless, and go Bruins.